Hey everybody, BlockzCast here. I'm going to tell you guys how to make your own Minecraft texture packs. Um, Basically, you can now go in and edit all of the blocks, everything within your Minecraft to make it look cool, do whatever you want. To start off, you want to go to your start bar, and then Windows 7 is right here. Otherwise, you just search it, and it's on Windows, it's %appdata % to get to your roaming folder. Once you've gotten into your roaming folder, you want to go to the .minecraft here. Double click on that, and then go to your bin. Within your bin, there's going to be a minecraft.jar file. Once you find it, just open it up with like WinRAR or 7-zip or another program that can open jar files. And then you can edit and extract some of the files out of there. So you're going to want to go into it, and you're going to want to take these files, armor, art, environment, the GUI, item, miscellaneous, mob, terrain, and those are the folders that you can edit. And then finally you want to go all the way down past all these class folders, get into the P's, take your pack.png, your pack.txt. So basically pack.png is going to be the file that edits the picture people see when they click on it. Pack.txt is what it says. Particles.png, and then you want to go all the way down a little farther and go to terrain.png. Alright, and just select all those. You can select them all individually by holding control and just clicking on them. And then you want to drag them out to just your desktop will work just fine for now. Okay, and then just close everything up, and then you want to take all these files you just took out of there, so particles, all that, and you want to create a new folder. If you had done this before, it works as well, but just create a new folder and name it like texture pack or whatever, and then take all of these and put them back into this texture pack folder here, including this one. Clicking on this, it opens it up, and you can see where everything is. You can explore these folders a little bit, but I'm going to give some of the main points. So as I was saying earlier, pack.png, you're going to want to open it with a program that can edit it. This could be Photoshop, or I use paint.net. It's a free program that can open it. Paint will work, however, you can't do clear objects like glass or something, which a lot of people like to do. So you can't like make anything clear. Anyway, just use whatever program you feel comfortable with. Paint.net is what I use. It's pretty simple to actually edit once you get in. Have here is the thing that you will actually see upon clicking on the texture pack. You can zoom in on it, and then you can individually edit every single pixel. Definitely generally want to use square pixels, not circular. Cause issues like that. And now it'll show a 6 in there. I'm not going to save any of this, but just for demonstration purposes. Next, we have from our texture pack folder the pack.txt. This is what it'll actually say next to it, so you could write the name of your texture pack on it. As for the particles, these are particles in the game like fire, and I think it includes, let's just check it out real quick. I'm pretty sure it includes like the fishing bob. Yeah, so you can just use this to view it. But yeah, you can see here's like the fishing bobber and hearts, and like when you're underwater and stuff, wind, things like that. So that's what you can do with this, which is always nice. Next, this is the main one you're going to want to use the most probably, is the terrain.png file. If we open it up, it has almost every single block in the game. It also includes some other things like lava. These purple things are blocks that are not currently in use. I would strongly advise not altering at first the file, the folder, or the blocks that are special. including grass up here at the top left, because this is for the biomes and it changes depending on what biome you're in, the color. All these are fine pretty much. Maybe don't change fire. It's a little janky if you do. Pretty much any of these like really gray things you don't want to edit too much because they change colors depending on the biome. Leaves as well, they change depending on the type of tree. Lily pads. But if you want to mess around with them and find out what they do, you feel free. And then like for glass, which is right here, if you erase it using paint.net, it'll make it clear. So that's how you make things clear, is just erasing them with paint.net. And it's a free program. Go download it. Do whatever you want. And you can just edit them. And then this is like the loading thing it shows when you're breaking a block. So like when you first start, it's this little tiny break, and then this slightly larger one, and continues all the way up until the block actually breaks. You can edit these and add like circles or something. I've seen really cool texture packs with things like that. Lava, water, you can change the colors of them and stuff. It may react a little weird though, because these have movement files and stuff within the game, which can make them act a little weird. As for all these, they contain pretty much what it says. Armor contains all your armor, and if you change any of the armor, you want to edit it in here. If we go back here, we got art. These are all the artworks in the game, so you can edit these. You can see them here. There's like the skull with the flaming head and all those. Feel free to edit those. Those are pretty cool, pretty fun to edit because they're just like a blank canvas almost. Environment, you can change like the light spectrum. You can change how rain and snow appears, clouds, things like that. GUI is the actual like menu items. So you can see here, you can change like the logo, you can change the way enchanting tables look, furnaces, everything. And then once you've changed an item, a couple of them I know change, but they don't change what the inventory item looks like. So like if you were to change your armor and you want the inventory item to look different, you would have to go into here. This is another pretty important one. And you'd have to edit the items specifically, so this is how they'll actually show up in the inventory. So let's say you edited cake from within. Personally I did this, but let's say you edit it and you change these little red dots to blue on the block. So now when you place down a piece of cake, it shows up blue on top. Problem is that within your inventory while you're holding it, it doesn't look any different. So you're going to want to edit it here. Also with doors, same thing. You'd want to change what they look like, beds, things like that. All of those can be edited from here. And this will show up a different way in your inventory when you're actually physically holding the item, which is cool. Whoops. Anyway, moving on. After you've messed around with those a little bit, you can go over to item. From here, we have some of the specialty items like arrows, boats, carts, chests, doors, all that. So even if you edit like the chest block within the file, you want to come here and edit it again through here, because this is all of the actual three-dimensional outlines of it. Miscellaneous is just some optional other things. You can change like the dial for the clock. You can change the maps. I've seen people who do pretty cool things with these. Yeah, just be wary and always save maybe a backup of whatever you change, so if you mess anything up, you don't have to delete your whole texture pack and start over. And then from here, mobs. Mobs, you have all of the mobs from the game, and this is pretty cool because you can change the look of every single mob in the game. You can change the starting character, so when you start off, you're a different type than what you normally are, and that's only if the person isn't wearing a skin. If they're wearing a skin, this won't affect them. Saddles, red cows, everything. So come mess around in here, it's pretty cool. And then finally, we have the terrain folder here, and this has got the moon and the sun. And you can change, make them round if you want to, do whatever you want. And this is only for 16-bit graphics. To move it up, it's a little more detailed, so I'm not going to go into that right now. Thanks for watching. And then finally, actually, if you want to save it as an actual file folder to be extracted out into the world so people can download it, you want to highlight all of them, and then you're going to want to, with WinRAR, it's add to archive. Basically, you want to compress the entire thing together, and you want to make sure it's in zip format. RAR format, I mean, I guess you could if it's really large, but you don't probably need it. And then you just hit OK, and then what it'll do is it'll create a compressed file folder of it, and then this is what you actually upload and people put in straight into their Minecrafts. So good luck creating your texture pack.